Welcome back to a brand new video today, people, and today it's another ready for. And by the way, yes, I know, is it late again? Is it meant to be a day before the game? Absolutely. But are we doing it on the day of the game? Absolutely. Why? Because I actually wanted to do this because there was some injury concerns, illness concerns in that for Liverpool, and I just wanted to make sure I had a fresh update in that, so I could make my predicted lineup and do this properly, knowing the facts. Okay, and at the end, I will do a little injury update before. Right, once I talk about both teams, I'll do a little injury update, and then I'll give you my starting lineup, my predicted 11, okay, and my predicted score, okay. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. It is Preston versus Liverpool. Finally, we have been given, in one of these cup games, in one of these cup draws, finally we have been given someone that isn't a Premier League team, and I'm going to love to see that, okay. I'm very excited to watch it, because I'm very excited to see some of the young players hopefully play. So, also, actually, Sepp Vandenberg, who is one of Liverpool's players, on loan at Preston, has been allowed to play today. Liverpool have allowed him, which is great. We can keep up. We can have a proper look at him, see how he's progressing, which is wonderful. Okay, now let's get into it. Start with the home side, which is Preston. In the last 5 games, they have lost. No, wait, sorry. They have drawn 1-1. They have lost 3-2. They have drawn 0-0. They have won 2-1. And they have lost 2-0. They're not doing really that great. If you look at the table in the Championship, they are 19th out of 24. Now, if this was the Premier League, that's bottom. That is pretty much the bottom, okay? And I think if Preston were in the Premier League, they'd probably be like how Norwich are right now and would never win a game. I would not find a team like Preston winning a game, okay? And finding it hard in the Championship anyway, with 3 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses. They have scored 14 goals and conceded 18 in the Championship, okay? So let's face it, they're not a good team and we should be smashing them, okay? But we may not actually smash them because it's going to be a lot of rotation, a lot of the youngsters coming out, and hopefully the youngsters getting some goals and that, you know? Because that would be nice. Now, I don't know anything else about Preston. I don't know much about them. If you are a Preston fan or you know quite a bit about Preston, let me know in the comments. Like, how do they play? Are they pretty good? I mean, based off the last 5 games and the table, they're not really doing that well. So I'm hoping that it is a game that we can just go out and absolutely smash. Now, our last 5 games, Liverpool's last 5 games, not just in the Premier League, but the last 5, okay, we have won 5-1. Just making sure this is right, yeah. We won 5-1 to Porto. Drawn 2-2 to City. Won 5-0 against Watford. Won 3-2 and won 5-0 against Manchester United, which is what you love to see, you know. Sitting them United fans down. We performed really good. You look at the last 3 games and you think 13 goals in 3 games. Conceded 2. Preston in 14 games have scored 14 goals. Liverpool have scored 13 in 3 games. You see where I'm going? They're scoring 1 every game. We're scoring about 4 every game, you know? you know, we should smash them. I'd love to just put that first team out and just absolutely annihilate them 15-0 or something. But that's not going to happen, is it? Would be lovely, but not going to happen. We're also second, 6 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses in the 9 Premier League games. Scored 27 goals. So we've scored 27 goals. And 13 of them were in our last 3 games. That's mad. That is mad. For them other 6 games, we've scored 14. But in our last 3, we've scored 13. Like, we're here to score lots of goals. We're on a big form, a big scoring form. We like to score goals. We like to smash teams, to annihilate teams, to embarrass teams. And I hope that carries on tonight. Let me just tell you a little bit about injury-wise and that. Naby Keita, if you don't already know about this, I'm going to let you know. Naby Keita, the injury is totally fine. He has a bruise in the moment and they are assessing it day by day, okay? Obviously, won't play today, but he should hopefully be available for the Brighton game. So, Pogba tries to injure an injury-prone player, to get him out for a couple of games. Instead, Pogba puts himself out for 3 games, with that red card. And Naby Keita just misses a Carabao Cup game. Because he has a little bruise on his leg. Well done, Pogba. Well done. That's almost like you've gone to stab somebody or shot somebody, like you're a cowboy or something. You go to shoot them, but you end up missing them. It bounces back and hits you. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of hurt yourself in that way, Mission failed. We'll get them next time. It's one of those. Anyway, Fabinho. Will not be ready for Preston game. I wouldn't expect him to ever play anyway against Preston. But they've said for Brighton on Saturday, he hopefully should be okay. Which is perfect. Just misses 1 game. 1 or 2 games, okay? Which again is perfect. That's very good news. Now Thiago, they said that he's closer to team training than ever. He will be later in the week with the team training. So they said that Brighton might be a bit too early for him. So that means next game after the Brighton one is Atletico Madrid, and then we have West Ham in the Premier League. He should be back for the Champions League game against Atletico Madrid, okay? Now that, marvellous, okay? That is what we needed to hear. He should be back next week. Amazing. Let's go, okay? But, however, Milner, he will not be back until after the international break with his little injury. So that means he misses 4 games, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think he does. He misses 4 games. Preston, Brighton, Atletico Madrid, and West Ham. He'll miss all 4 of them. But he should be back for the Arsenal game after international break, okay? Now, it's time to go with predicted lineups, okay? What do we say? Oh wait, that's another thing. Kelleher is ill, which is a very big shame. I really wanted to see him in another game, but he is apparently ill, which means it is one of the 2. Adrian or Karius. To me, well, it's probably without a doubt going to be Adrian. But I'd like Karius to start. He needs redemption, you know. I think he deserves to play. Whether it's his last game ever or not, I think he deserves to play just to show that he can be a third option, you know. I think for a third option, I wouldn't mind Karius, you know. I'm going to say Karius, but it's probably going to be Adrian. Right back, I'm going to say Nico Williams. Left back, Kostas Tsimikas, because he's just the best Greek player in the world, you know. Centre backs. No, I hear a lot of people saying Konate, because it would be unfair on him if you play him in one game and then you bench him again, you know. He needs to continue his form, and I hear you, but I can't leave Gomez out. But I want Nat Phillips in, because I feel like if you're giving him a contract, shouldn't he be playing against teams like Preston? Shouldn't he be playing in games like the Carabao Cup? Why would you sign him a new contract if you're not going to play him? So personally, I would say Joe Gomez and Nat Phillips. But I totally agree that Konate should and will maybe start, okay? But now we go into the midfield, and this is where it gets hard. I'm going to say Morton, one of the youngsters, as number 6. Then I'm going to say Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I feel like if he can't get into a side against Preston, does he have a future? You know, he has to start. So Ox, and to me it was between Curtis Jones or one of the other youngsters, okay? Because I would say Curtis Jones, but I'm worried that if Fabinho isn't alright, then we actually only have 3 midfielders in Henderson, Ox, and Jones. So I wouldn't want Jones actually to play this game. So it just panics me a bit, you know. I'm going to say one of the youngsters. I'm going to say Balgazi. Heard a lot about him. A lot of people read about him. I'd like to see him start, you know. I think he was on the bench for the last one, but never got to come on. I'd like to see him play this game and see what he's all about, okay? So I'll say Balgazi, okay? Have Curtis Jones on the bench as like a super sub or something. Not as like you should need a super sub against a team like Preston, but, you know, just in case. The attack, I think, will consist of Minamino and Origi. I would normally say Kate Gordon, because he played the Norwich one, and I really like him. I've seen him play a few times. He's really good. He is good as a 17 or an 18-year-old. I can't remember his actual age, but very young and very good. So yeah, but he is injured, or he's just come back from an injury, so I can't say him. I believe Muzzolowski might be in this, but I see him as more of a bench option. So I'm going to say Sadio Mane. And you're probably thinking, what? Sadio Mane against Preston in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, he was on the bench last game. He only got to play 5-10 minutes. I'm not sure how long he got to play, but he didn't get to play much. And why not? If one of the youngsters is injured, if we don't have many options up front, Sadio Mane, he was on the bench. Let's start him in this game. And I think that would be a good attack as well. Mane, Origi, and Minamino. And plus, all 3 could play on the left. 2 of them could play on the right. And all 3 could play in the middle. So I'm not sure which... I'm doing Ronaldo here. I'm not sure which way it would go. But them 3 up front, bit more of a senior attack and a younger midfield. I think that makes perfect sense. It balances it out a bit. So, with that said, that's what I'm going with. And my predicted score for this game will be 4-1 to Liverpool. Let's go, you Red. Let's get this win. And let's go through to the next round of the Carabao Carabao Cup. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A nice little ready for, because we are getting ready for, of course, Preston. So yeah, nice little match. And I said interview. Who am I having an interview with? Myself? No. Match preview. Like, subscribe. Definitely don't forget to subscribe if you're not, okay? We're on the road to 100. We're nearly there. Let's get it, okay, before the end of this year. Until the next time, it's been you by Archie76, and I will see you soon.